1 second. I want to tell a story real quick.
Okay, you want to talk? Oh shit, Yeti want to talk.
This is real short. This is my favorite parody of an Anybody Killer song. And it goes, masturbation, pants down, beat it till it hurts.
Who the fuck made that up?
Apparently I did back in like fucking 05 or some shit.
Okay, well, I got one more story before we get this shit going. So we were
Pics, or it didn't happen. Pics, or it didn't happen.
What up, motherfuckers? Welcome back to Pics, or It Didn't Happen. I am Fats King. I am in my home because I am still social distancing because, you know, fuck COVID. And we're joined, as always, in fucking scenic Batesville, Indy fucking Anna, with my brother, the Yeti. And since it is spooky season, we are joined by THC, the Halloween Creepz. These are some homies that we've spoke to a few times. If you have been watching, you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves, guys?
Hi, I'm Mr. Gremlin.
He's so loud.
Oh yeah, sorry.
What up? What up? Coming from the West Coast, crazy motherfucking K. What's up?
So, we brought you guys on here because, like I said, it's spooky season, it's Halloween season, and why in the hell wouldn't we have the Halloween Creepz on our first Halloween episode? So I guess I'm gonna jump out the gate right now with an easy question. What is your favorite Halloween candy? And if any of y'all say fucking candy corn, I'm cutting this shit.
I like candy corn, but that's not even close to a favorite. Believe it or not, I hate Twizzler 90% of the fucking year, but something about them little motwizzlers that they give out.
It's because they're cherry flavored. It's because they're cherry flavored.
But mostly Snickers and Reese's.
Snickers and Reese's, good choice.
I'll kill a motherfucker over some Reese's pumpkins.
Hey, Grim, that's because those little ones come and they're cherry flavored, not strawberry flavored. That's what makes them good.
Okay.
But my favorite is Snickers, hands fucking down, or Milky Way. I love my caramel, so.
I like the Twix. I'm a big fan of the little bite-sized Twixes, and the little bags of peanut M&Ms are always a winner for me.
Wait, so now I gotta ask: are you a right Twix guy or a left Twix guy?
I close my eyes and decide as I open.
Fucking my man.
What?
Left all the way. You got to go with the left Twix.
That's got that left hand. What about you, Yeti? What is your favorite Halloween candy?
I want the rare Heath bars. I'm fancy and coffee is awesome.
I was gonna say you are fucking fancy. Of course, you'd be like, I want the Heath bars.
Yeah, you get like one of those every fucking Halloween.
Also, I don't know what they're called, but they're little tinfoil wrapped fucking balls of chocolate with like fudge and caramel in the middle of them that always got little pumpkin faces on them.
Yeah, they do that shit with Christmas too. It's little fucking Santas and shit. I don't know what company it is, but they barely survive all year except for on Halloween and Christmas.
Christmas is fucking stealing our thunder, man.
Don't they always though? And
always.
Another of the most hated candies. I don't know what they're called, but they come in those weird brown or those black and orange fucking wrappers.
Coffee or peanut butter, some kind of crazy shit.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they have a name. I think they're just called that peanut butter shit.
Yeah,
it's like a fucking weird. It's like a weird almost taffy with peanut butter goo in the middle.
And it's not good in any way. It belongs left in the 40s where they were all originally made.
Yeah,
it's like Abba Zaba. You watch Half Baked and you think you want one, and then you get one, you take a bite, and you're like, "What the fuck is this?"
What the fuck was that?
No,
yeah. Abba Zaba, you are not my only friend.
I agree, but I missed the caramel apple one. They had apple ones with the peanut butter in the middle back in the day, and they were fucking awesome.
I do not remember those at all.
They were green apple fucking Abba Zabas with peanut butter in the center, and those were amazing, and I missed them.
I like how you get so serious, Gremlin, when you're talking about that. It's like the look on your face is just like, fucking love them.
Hey man, when you think about candies and foods and shit they don't make anymore, it's not even just nostalgia. It's just this bittersweet fucking taste in your mouth. You remember it, but you can never have it again.
Yellow 3-layer fucking parfait cups, man. You mixed it all together and it's separated into 3 different layers.
Hey, if you're gonna talk about
a
food,
fucking thing and a thing, man, and they were fucking awesome.
Food that doesn't exist anymore, you know what? We're gonna boycott Taco Bell till they bring back the chili cheese burrito and the Baja sauce. Fuck them.
I did a whole fucking 15 minutes of how mad I am at Taco Bell. I stopped going there, and that was like literally my favorite restaurant.
Only when they got nacho fries.
I hate nacho fries. Gross.
So here's the
my problem with nacho fries is I don't know why they needed to try to sell them to me with an anime commercial.
What I don't know is why does Taco Bell's fucking nacho cheese sauce, why'd they change up the recipe so it tastes like hand soap?
I want to check on what's going down at the local Taco Bell. I don't think it's supposed to taste like that.
Yeah, you might want to make sure somebody wasn't just like spritzing shit directly into your batch.
No, man, it's everywhere because technically I live over the river in a different state, and the cheese sauce over here tastes like shit too. Like floor cleaner, hand sanitizer.
Like, why can't they use that stadium style nacho cheese? You know what I'm saying? The shit you get in the can in the Mexican section at the store. Like, that's what they need to be using.
It's got like the little dollop of cheese for the mascot or something.
Oh yeah.
About.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but now I'm interested.
Oh, you don't, dude? They sell a number 10 can of nacho cheese. That's like the stuff they serve in the stadium, and they tell you to put it in the can.
And it comes with a lid for your can.
Heat it up. And it's amazing, and it's delicious, and it's spicy, but not overly spicy and complex, and it doesn't taste like hand soap.
I don't know. For the last 2 weeks, I've had barely any taste or fucking smell myself.
Oh, you're COVIDing out over there, huh?
We're getting through it. We're pretty much done. But boy, oh boy, was this shit not fun.
Not in a hospital bed. That's a good thing to see.
Very true. Very true. My lungs have not really been an issue. Honestly, it just felt like I had an 800-pound bitch sitting on my shoulders. My fatigue was miserable.
What's wrong with an 800-pound bitch sitting on your shoulders?
At 800 pounds, I'm pretty sure you can't see any part of her that is woman.
You just jump in and start fucking, dude. Shaggy,
right?
Dear internet, please don't.
Love that song.
What did you say, Paul?
I said, dear internet, please don't delete us. They know nothing. They say, please.
We didn't say it. Shaggy Two Dope from ICP said it.
Cancel THC.
Dude, the song $50, not $50 an hour, but $50. He straight says she's a fucking 800-pound ocean of lewdness. It ain't like nothing. Just jump anywhere in the mess and start humping.
Oh,
that is actually my favorite ICP song.
I'm pretty
It's
sure
a great fucking underrated track of theirs.
I'm pretty sure Zuck is not a fan. And whoever
but we don't give a fuck what Zuck's a fan of. That's why we don't broadcast directly from his fucking slave ship.
Well, whoever the hell owns YouTube, I'm not even sure who owns that crap.
Bezos.
Google
Lex Luthor in real life.
He really is fucking Earth 2 Lex Luthor. So, continuing with the Halloween theme, favorite costume from when you were a kid?
Dracula every year.
My mom saved up my hair clippings for fucking like 8 months of me getting haircuts and did me up as an old school fucking Wolfman, like from the Wolfman, with my actual hair like spirit gummed to my face.
I bet that was a bitch to clean.
I don't really remember it being a bitch to clean. I remember fucking sitting in the hot water in the shower for a long time. But I remember that being one of my favorite fucking, I did Dracula every year for a lot of years too. Maybe the year my mom's made me and my little brother's actual Ghostbusters costumes with patches and homemade proton packs and the whole deal.
Hey, so when I was a kid, it was either Dracula or this motherfucker right here. I was either a turtle or Dracula. One year I went as the Ultimate Warrior though, and that was a dope ass costume.
I did Frankenstein a lot because I was a bigger dude. and I did the Terminator once, but I couldn't do the
That's
accent.
Down.
The accent isn't hard. You just have to talk really up here and
Yeah,
make it
you have to
sound
talk
weird.
like this all the time.
Yeah, well, fourth grade me couldn't get that one down.
That's fair, man.
Ugh.
But yeah, man, those are some of my favorites from when I was a kid. We dressed my little brother up as a Ninja Turtle one year, and he won a fucking prize for how dope the costume was we made him.
See, that's something that kids nowadays they're missing out on with their Halloween and their trick-or-treating. I remember, I guess I'll go ahead and show my gray hair. I remember being able to be on the streets until fucking midnight on Halloween night.
Oh yeah.
Hit this block, that block, the next block, take a small break, and then hit the next 3 fucking blocks over. Come home with a whole pillowcase full of candy.
Yeah, that was the whole goal, was 2 pillowcases. And I'd like to divorce parents of a fear. No one's giving your kids edibles. It's not happening.
Dice.
That's
Well,
that's an even
the
worse
good stuff.
habit. That's an even worse habit. He said he's gonna pass out the fucking polyhedron.
So I got a Halloween story, okay? Since we're talking about trick-or-treating, man. And for years and years, I went, even after I was an adult, I'd go out with the kids, my nieces, my nephews, who the fuck ever, and go trick-or-treating, right? But when I was a teenager, I hate bag snatchers, man. There's nothing worse to me than a fucking teenager ruining a little kid's fucking Christmas. So there's a period of time when I was a teenager where trick-or-treating didn't mean going door to door begging for candy. It meant following other kids my age around and waiting for them to do something stupid and then fucking them up and taking their candy.
Hey,
Okay?
that's
the
way to go.
Halloween up being a punk, dude.
Yeah, I can't stand that shit.
So
Halloween's fucking magical, especially when you're that little. I mean, obviously it had an effect on us.
speaking of vigilante justice, what is your stance on that? If there was a vigilante out there, are we teaming him up as the good guy, or are we trying to arrest this guy and lock him up?
Oh man, if he's going around and he's protecting small children's fucking Halloween, dude, I'm gonna be right there with him.
Hey, as long as he's killing people and not living by like fucking Superman or Batman's little code of not killing people, I'm all good for it.
We need anti-heroes, not
Batman's code is so fucking, depending on his mood is how well you may or may not live.
I'm a golden age Batman fan, and I fucking condone Batman killing people.
I do too. Kill him. Fuck him.
I mean, goddamn, dude, Affleck's Batman's murdery as hell. So's Michael Keaton's, and those are 2 of my favorites.
I love the idea that we're possibly getting, that we will be getting a return of Michael Keaton as Batman in some form or fashion.
They have greenlit a Batman Beyond movie with Keaton as old man Batman.
Have they really?
Set in the 89 universe.
There's no way that sucks.
Yeah, that's got to be amazing.
Show
I'm
all
looking
these kids who Batman is.
Since we're on the Batman subject, from what I've heard, Pattinson as Batman is like a shark in the water.
Nice.
They've described him as almost like a horror movie villain. He's so brutal and violent over the course of the movie.
A lot of people are giving that one flack already because of his cowl.
Fuck that, dude. It looks amazing, handmade, and people are sorry. I'm gonna nerd rage here for a second, dude. People are ignorant fucks. Okay, they started off hating his fucking ass because of the Twilight movies, but if you've seen anything else he's done after that, the guy is an incredible dramatic actor. He can handle action. He can fucking be weird and broody. Have you seen The Lighthouse? That movie gave me an awkward boner.
All your boners are awkward.
Yes, they are.
I mean, it's not awkward to the corpse, right?
Right.
All right. Well,
yeah,
okay.
but the guy who's trying to do the autopsy, it's pretty fucking awkward.
The mortician always looks at me weird.
Hey,
He never stops me.
And this is
But he
why
always
we have
looks
these guys
at me
on.
weird.
And this is why we have these guys on, because there is no script. We just kind of like bullshit until we're done. So
Yeah.
what's new on your guys' horizon music wise? Because I mean, I know besides just being homies, you guys, you know, you are musicians.
Well, we've got the album.
Wait. Gremlin. We're musicians.
He says we're musicians.
Fuck, I forgot.
Yeah.
All right.
We've
got a show coming up October 30th in Falls City. We're playing with our homeboy Whitey. We're bringing the rest of Dark Times Entertainment with us. We've got a meet and greet the day after my birthday, October 16th. We're going to be doing it at a haunted location here in Portland. We had our site set on Witch's Castle. The trail shut down to the castle. So instead, we're probably going to end up at Cathedral Park. Me and Gremlin are currently working on our album. I just put the studio back together, so we'll be getting back to work this week. So
dropping singles on Halloween.
Yeah, we'll be dropping singles on Halloween. The album will be out New Year's Eve. That will be the day that the album comes out. Christmas, we're going to give everybody a little bit of a bonus because we fucked up and didn't get it out on Halloween. So we're going to cut a little Christmas EP for everybody too, with Up on the Rooftop being one of the songs.
What is the name of this Christmas EP? Can you tell us?
I can. It's Creeps Ruin Christmas.
Oh,
because I fully feel in my heart like Christmas is stealing our fucking thunder.
We're gonna
that was a big fucking forehead. Holy shit.
We're gonna have a track where we kill everybody who saved Christmas in the past, like Ernest has to die. You know, fucking
absolutely.
The Grinch is gonna kick it with us, you know.
Kiss saved Christmas. I'm gonna fuck them up.
Yeah, we're killing everybody.
Kiss needs to be fucked up for more reasons than just because they saved Christmas.
I know. Gene Simmons has done some questionable things.
Hey, he's a musician. Leave him alone.
Shit.
Also,
he's a bass player.
Everybody wearing the cat face paint is Chris, whatever the fuck his name is. There's been like 5 drummers that have worn the face paint.
Peter Criss.
Thank you. I wanted to call him Chris Cross.
Crisscross Kringle.
But nobody wants to be Peter Criss. I'm gonna quote fucking Family Guy and be like, Peter Criss doesn't even want to be
Peter Criss. You're absolutely right. If you're gonna be anybody in Kiss, you have to be Ace Frehley because he's the only one with any real talent.
I like Gene Simmons because he's a demon. That's the only reason. And if you don't remember, in WCW, the demon, Kiss's demon, was part of the carnival.
Old Dale Torborg. There's a name you don't hear anymore.
It was the other half of fucking Chronic first, though. For like,
it would have been good when it was Bryan Adams. Would have been.
Whoa,
but he's like, fuck this shit. I'm not a clown. I'm out.
Yeah, no. Instead, he dressed like fucking a big version of the Matrix with Chronic.
I like.
Hey man, those guys got over.
I liked them until they got to WWE, and I seen how bad they really couldn't work.
Yeah,
well, that's because you can't put them in the same pond as the Acolytes when they're ripping the Acolytes gimmick off.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They would have been a good match against the Acolytes, but then they fucking blew it.
Yep. So I gotta recommend something since it's Halloween. I just watched a really good fucking movie, and I'll recommend it to you guys. It's called Malignant. Definitely check it out on HBO Max if you have it.
Yeah, it's on my list.
You will not fucking believe the story. Probably the most original premise I've seen in a while.
Okay. Always, brother. I'll always take suggestions. I have a suggestion for you. If you got Hulu, there's an old school classic B horror movie on there right now that I'm going to watch with the old lady when she gets home tonight called 978 Evil. Oh, okay, great. Because it's fucking
that shit goes way fucking
It's got
back.
Evil Ed in it. It's fucking. But do you know what my favorite fun fact about that movie is?
Hit me.
Do you know who directed it?
No, I don't.
Freddie motherfucking Robert England Kruger him goddamn self.
You know, I can believe that. I'm going to look for that because
since we're talking about reviews or fucking movies that you should watch. There's a movie out there. It's called Moose. I don't know what platform it's on. It is.
I've heard of it, but I have not seen it.
It's worth the watch. I turned it on just being like bored, and I ended up being like, that was a fucking experience. I loved it.
That sounds a little too close to Walrus, and I've seen enough. And I'm good.
That was called Tusk, and that movie was a special kind of bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
it's
is
like Kevin
Moose
Smith,
is like
Kevin
Moose is
Smith
like
special bad.
Yeah.
Moose is like Evil Dead, but instead of all the Deadites, it's one moose monster that lives out in the woods, and it's just horribly done, but it's horribly done well. I recommend it.
You walk a fine line with that horribly done and horribly done well.
I love it. And
Trauma.
Evil Dead, yeah, Trauma. Evil Dead's like my favorite fucking thing in the whole world. But so if you like Evil Dead, you'll like Moose.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you,
Also,
Paulie? You got any movie reviews or anything you want to throw up there?
Bro, I haven't watched a movie in forever, but if you're not watching Wu-Tang and American Saga, you should probably just go watch it. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely. That show gets my seal of approval. I've only watched the first season, but I'm waiting for the second season to conclude.
Non-horror related, go watch Heels.
I would love to watch that shit, but I don't have stars.
who the hell has stars?
My wife's boyfriend.
Hey, there was no reason to have stars other than Ash versus Evil Dead. Since that's been gone, there's no reason to have stars.
There's two.
Heels, man.
I loved that show, by the way. You bring up Ash vs. Evil Dead. That is a fucking that is a great love letter to the series.
Hey, I think it's the greatest horror series ever. Period.
That's high praise, because I usually think when I think greatest horror series, I usually think Supernatural, but that's just me.
Supernatural's great. If you want a great, it's Evil Dead-esque, but it's also got the guy who plays Dr. Cox in it. It's called Stan versus Evil.
I have seen the first few episodes of that. It is good. I never got super into it to say that I watched it all, but I remember watching at it and being like, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, well, I haven't finished the series, but like it's something that I'll throw on every now and again and just laugh my ass off. But I can laugh at that guy fucking being rude to everybody, no matter where he's at. He's just one of those assholes I enjoy to watch.
Yeah, he was even great in 7, and he only had two lines.
Oh, hey, I got a thing, man. It's kind of off topic, but not really, because we were talking about Batman earlier. I have a fan theory about 7.
Oh.
It's set in a pre-Batman Gotham.
Carry on.
There's no identifiable fucking state on the license plates. It's always raining, it's always dark, it's always moody, and it really does seem like the corrupt ass Gotham PD. And what the killer reminds me of the Arbiter from the fucking 90s.
You just talked about Portland. You were talking about Gotham.
Well, I mean, Portland could be Gotham, but they used it as Central City in The Flash.
I always figured if Gotham is anywhere, if Metropolis is New York, then Gotham has to be New Jersey.
Yeah. Actually, my thing about that's always been is like I feel like Bloodhaven's New Jersey, but I like the like the whole fucking Snyderverse thing where they have it with the Bay. So, Gotham's on this side, Metropolis is on this side, like Oakland and fucking San Francisco. And I would picture Bloodhaven as this little shithole right in between them.
I could see that.
But yeah, so yeah, we're the Cathedral Park, man. I'll send you pictures of that later. It's got this gigantic Gothic bridge, and it's in our old hood where this Halloween creep shit basically started. But it's this giant, it's this giant monumentally fucking giant Gothic bridge in St. John's, which is the original Portland neighborhood. Like when Portland started, St. John's was what Portland was. And then they clear cut it out, when it was called Stumptown. And then they had a vote thing, and we almost ended up being fucking Boston, but we ended up being, we almost ended up being Boston, but we ended up being Portland instead. Because we're named after the town in Massachusetts or Maine, or Portland, Maine, yeah. But because originally it was called Stumptown.
And it was on a coin flip. That's how they chose the name for the city.
Yeah, so we were almost Boston over some bullshit.
Boston over some bullshit.
But like, here's the thing, man, is like everybody thinks of Portland. Recently everybody thinks of Portland a little differently, but for most of the time we've been around, everybody's like, well, what the fuck is Portland about? And yeah, it's a lot about hippies. And yeah, it's a lot about weird hipsters. And yeah, it's a lot about just being weird. But Portland has a fucking dark and scary goddamn history. It is one of the reasons that we embrace that Midwest horror style so much. This place is haunted as fuck. It's known for Shanghaiing.
I used to work in the Shanghai tunnels down under the city.
We've been on ghost hunts together.
To those that don't know, what is Shanghaiing?
So,
Okay, so
singers used to come in.
I got this one.
All right, bro. I'll let Kate explain this.
Okay, so back in the early 1900s, actually went all the way up to World War II. It was the last time they Shanghai people. They used to take sailors, woodsmen, whatever come into town. They'd take them into bars. They'd have women, and the bartenders would work in on this. And they'd drug men, and they'd have trap doors. Sometimes they'd just drag your ass down in there. But they drug these people, get them so fucked up, and they'd take them down into these tunnels where they would remove their boots. There'd be broken glass all over through these tunnels. So if you got up and tried to escape, they'd just follow the blood trail. But they would take these sailors, and they'd have tunnels that go down to our waterfront, and they would sell them to ship captains at like $50 a head. And they'd keep them knocked out until they were out to sea, and they'd have to sign a contract. And your contract was you go with them and you work for them. And if you don't, then they'll just throw you overboard. But they used to kidnap men out of our cities, men, women. They used to have down in the Shanghai tunnels, they used to have
brothels and all kinds of shit.
Dens, brothels, speakeasies. And I worked in the same one Ghost Adventures actually did their ghost hunt in. I worked in that exact same area.
You got any experiences from that? Since if they were there, then that means it was obviously haunted.
I had a couple things happen. I had a really heavy door slam in front of me. That was one of the experiences. I felt like a child had tugged on the bottom of my shirt one time while I was standing there. For me, there wasn't that many experiences down there. There's a place they say it's Portland's most haunted place is the Shanghai tunnels, but in all actuality, I think the most haunted place is a place called Witch's Castle, which is up in the woods there by downtown.
But I want to add something to the Shanghaiing thing. It's not just a Portland thing, man. I'm from the Oregon coast originally, Clatsop County. And Astoria, where the Goonies happened, man, is an infamous Shanghai port where they used to, the trapdoor thing was real prevalent there, where they'd get them shit-faced at the bar and just fucking dump them into dinghies under the docks.
Yeah, they were already in the water.
Jesus.
But, like, gangster shit used to happen out here, man, and gangster shit still happens out here, and, like...
Hey, think about this. You're fucking wasted, right? You've been wasted before. You wake up, you're hungover, you don't know, you how do I get home, right? Imagine waking up on a fucking boat in the middle of the ocean and some motherfucker's like, you're working for us, get up.
Yeah, it's either that or swim. It's a long swim back.
The shore's somewhere around, I mean.
And that's if they didn't put a bullet in your fucking brain and just dump you in the ocean.
Damn. Well, I did not know that about Portland.
Yeah, Portland's got a long history of that kind of ruthless fucking shit, man. But I mean, it's Oregon in general, man. Like, this was one of the last real Wild West territories.
I mean, that makes sense.
Before fucking the rest of the world became civilized, you know, everybody came out this way from California and up, and fucking originally, Oregon was Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. And when they started dividing it off into states, that's why the Pacific Northwest is Oregon, Washington, and Idaho.
Well, funny thing is, Oregon one time bordered Mexico.
Yeah.
Idaho borders Utah. Utah used to be a Mexico territory.
Yeah. I didn't know we were going to get a fucking geography lesson today, but thank you guys.
Hey, man, history lesson.
We're going to teach some shit.
But yeah, man, so I got to tell a story. So we opened for fucking R.A. the Rugged Man month or 2 months ago, however fucking long it's been at this point, right?
Yep.
And we're throwing candy out at the crowd. You know, we were trying to figure out what to do with this Halloween creep shit, so it's not just two dudes walking back and forth on stage. So I brought a trick-or-treat sack out and was throwing fucking, because we're creeps, I'm giving out fucking piñata candy. Like chalupas, hard suckers and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna name names and fucking, but there's a dude in the crowd we don't like.
Pedophile.
Yeah, straight up
Fuck
kid
pedos.
diddler, dude. And so I'm walking around and I'm underhanding handfuls of fucking candy at the crowd. And I get over to the side of the stage he's on, dude, and I just start fucking overhanding it. And then I walk back over and start underhanding it at the rest of the crowd. Because I can't attack this guy in the venue. I can't attack this guy outside the venue because I don't want to lose our working relationship with said venue. They like us. So
yeah, but man, just sometimes you just feel the urge to beat the fuck out of somebody.
Yeah,
You can't do it at shows though, because that's unprofessional and it'll get you fucking, dude. In Portland, it's hard to book rap as it is, man. If there's a problem at the show, they'll stop booking rap the whole city, period.
Now, not to talk shit about the legit hip hop scene in Portland, but I'm just saying, man, we may be talking about death in the macabre, but we don't have people shooting people at our shows.
Damn right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something you can honestly say about the horrorcore scene. There's not a whole lot of gun violence on this side. There's a lot of talk.
Acts violence, that kind of shit happens.
Can't do nothing about that.
But my point is, man, is like I quelled my fucking urge to jump off the stage and hit him when I hit him with a sucker and he's standing 5 feet from my wife going, "This is why I hate juggalos. This is why juggalos are my mortal enemy." And I'm over here thinking, no, dude, we're your mortal enemy because you're a kid diddler, dude, and you deserve to get sucker punched with a sucker in the fucking face.
Yeah, that's pretty much how we treat them.
One thing that's really cool about throwing candy on stage is if there is the fucking assholes we don't like, it hurts when you get pelted with a fucking machine gun spray of candy.
But the crowd reacted well to it.
I mean, that's what you want, right?
Like we got interviewed by a dude that was at the show, Jimbo Growers. His show's called Cross the Street. It's fucking awesome too. And he's like, I remembered you guys, dude. I don't remember fucking 5 of the 10 acts that played that night, but I remembered you fucking guys because I play dead on stage, man. I just fall over dead sometimes because it's hard being a corpse.
Yeah, plus you're fat, so you run out of breath. I get it.
Oh yeah, dude, you fucking just lay there and fucking die on stage. This motherfucker toe kicked me in the ear one time. But my point is like we made an impression because we were being ridiculously theatric and over the top, and fucking and I took that as a massive compliment, and it made us want to do more. We've got monsters coming back because back in the day we used to roll 20 deep into a show with a posse of fucking costume people and zombie chicks and shit.
You see, but that's the thing. You guys, I said this on another episode. Sometimes if you're gonna be a face painted rapper, find your own face paint, find your own gimmick, find what separates you from the pack, and you guys have. And that's something that you deserve credit for because you just said it. Somebody said that out of the 5 or 6 acts, they remembered you. That's the goal. That's what you're going for.
That's not counting the main eventers. That's not Afro, RA, Afro's niece, none of that. He wasn't talking about them. He said specifically of like the local support acts. Me and this cat made a fucking impression because we own it, bro. And that's we made that point last time we were on here. I make that point every goddamn time, dude. If you're gonna fucking have a gimmick and you're gonna be a gimmick, be a gimmick. Don't just be a douche on stage with your face painted because that makes the scene look bad.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny you bring up Afro Man. I have a small story of Afro Man. It was
not Afro Man, Afro, AFR, OOOR, fucking however the hell you spell it. No offense to homie, but he's like RA's protege.
Okay, well,
and he's this chunkier dude with a fro, bro. But go ahead and talk about Afro Man because if you got
my story
Afro Man,
it got brought up. So 08 Gathering, he's got this blonde drummer chick. She's a kind of a chunkier girl. That doesn't matter. I like them big. But the only reason why I remember this is because this bitch looked up just in time to see a full 2-liter bottle of Faygo just smash her right in the jib. You said Afro, so it made me think of the story, so I had to get it off my chest.
Hey, my homeboy Big B's playing with Afro Man today in Boise.
That's cool. It's nice to know he's still out there doing shit.
Yeah. After he punched that bitch in the face.
Check this out, man. I'm super excited about the album coming out, and I really want to fucking show people, but we can't yet because we're keeping it under wraps. But Don Hardcastle III, D-Weezy 3Z, who did all the comic book and album art for Violent J's Walking Home Monday through Friday, the thing he's putting out, did our album art.
Damn. And
2 t-shirt designs. And I know you've seen the severed heads. I've shown you the severed head picture. Those have been on our Facebook and all of that. Me, K, Ty. So I just wanted to be like, I can't wait to show off the album cover. I can't wait to show people what we've been working on for this album. But like, I want to give props to Don, man, because like he took us on, even though he's been asshole deep in Psychopathic Records for the last fucking year, doing all of this artwork for him because he's done t-shirts and all of that shit. But he did something for us that I feel went way above and beyond what we asked him to do as far as how the album art looks. Like some totally different shit, dude. Like made me want to make a coloring book out of it, made me want to make a comic book out of it, made me want to fucking slap it on fucking t-shirts, moon boots, parachute pants.
Well, that's showing that you understand the way of things are going. You can't just have a hot album. You have to have something else that pulls people in. No matter how talented you are, you aren't. And people are starting to see that if you don't include some kind of bundle, no one's buying your physical copy.
Well, we're working on hot sauce through our homeboy Grunt Sauce, who all his shit goes to the Wounded Warrior Project.
That's a hell of a charity,
dude. And he doesn't just make hot sauce; he makes like the spiciest, asshole burning but delicious hot sauce you can fucking buy. And he makes it all himself, all by hand, all through experimentation.
I bet there's a lot of weed involved in that.
Currently
working. Actually, he's clean and sober. He went to Iraq. He went to Afghanistan. He served for a long time. He came back. He was all fucked up.
He's also my former tag team partner.
You know what? I can't kill people, so he said I can't kill people, so I'll just burn their assholes out.
Hey, that sounds like a great way to go.
But me and him held the DPCW tag team titles together before he went off to the military when he was first training as part of the Clown Mob. Like, that's our boy. He's one of our stage monsters. And but yeah, and so as we're leaving this out, man, I wanted to give props real quick. I want to give love to Dark Times Entertainment, our record label. Toxic Ty, who's performing with us at the show this October. My little brother Screw Loose, our homeboy Debo the Mac, and his cousin Chevy, and everybody else behind the scenes, and Boss Lady, my wife, everybody that helps make this shit pop off, the stage monsters, and just the people buying shit, man. Because everywhere we go, people want shirts, fucking CDs, fucking autographs, pictures, like. And we feel that fucking love in our hearts, and like I just want to give props to everybody we're working with.
We need to get you guys out this way once or twice so you can see what our side looks like, and we need to get our asses out there to see what you guys look like in your scene, because that's ultimately what my biggest goal of all of this is to just see what because everybody knows about the Detroit scene. Everybody knows about this scene. Everybody knows that scene. I want to see the scene in Florida. I want to see the scene in Portland. I want to see the scene in fucking Rhode Island. You know what I mean? Because I've been told it exists.
It's time for underground unity.
If you book us, we will come.
Right?
Well, we actually had a little experience of booking a show. It was fun. We may be involved in that again someday.
Fucking A, dude. Well, we can talk about this off camera for sure. But I mean, I got a short list of people from your side of the fucking country that I would absolutely love to have be part of the show. And of course, you know us, we're going to bring our people with us.
We're gonna find a way to make this happen someday. I feel like. So before we get out of here, where can they find you guys on on the social medias? Where can they find your music, shit like that?
If you look up Crazy K503 on all platforms, you can find my shit from my newest album down to my first. Gremlin has a YouTube channel. What?
It's Monster Nation TV.
The
Monster Nation Television. You can find fucking Kenny on most major fucking outlets. The Halloween Creepz album will be available on all major outlets, including Spotify when we're done with it.
Kenny.
And I'm getting ready to re-release my first EP through, on all major outlets and all of that shit. And I wanted to thank you guys because you guys did me an amazing intro for the re-release.
Yes, we did. I cannot wait for you guys to hear that shit.
Yeah, that shit's dope.
We literally sat down and fucking banged out. I mean, so I know it's just an intro, so it doesn't take that much, but we literally sat down and banged out a script in like 2 seconds. We literally had the characters and everything right on the fucking go.
Dude, when you're like, you got his dick caught in a hand blender, I almost fucking spit my coffee out.
Yeah, we went back and forth. It was between a hand mixer and some kind of fucking car apparatus, like something that fucking was for the fan belt or something.
Nice. But yeah, man, we're working on getting me out on all major platforms. I'm working on the solo album. We're working on our album. Me and my little brother are cooking up a couple of things. And yeah, dude, just, we got music coming next year. Just recording. This summer was so damn hot, dude. It was impossible. It was literally like we tried 4 or 5 times, recorded a handful of songs, and we died, dude. It was bad for us.
It has been a merciless ball breaking son of a bitch in the summer.
And I can handle a 95-degree studio, but I can't handle it being 102 degrees and 130 in the booth.
Yeah, you can't have that. That's how you literally start to fucking melt. But I just I want to thank you guys as always for fucking coming on here and bullshitting with us. Always 2 of my favorite guests. Doesn't even matter what the fuck we talk about. It's always fucking golden.
Hell yeah.
Fucking happy Halloween and shit, y'all.
Yeah. Happy Halloween, bro.
Happy Halloween, G. Thank you for having us on, man. I can't wait to be back.
Yep.
We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, guys. Peace.